Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Kasturi. And I make usually book related videos. Occasionally, you'll get a vlog, and occasionally, for months, I'm not there. But I have a lot of announcements today, and I'm really excited. I'm also going to tell you my plans about Summerween, which is a readathon. But get your snacks, get your drink, and let's get into this video. I actually have a very exciting and important update to give you guys all. I have been working on a project for over this few months now, and I am really excited because this project is basically this podcast series that I am doing with my friends. In this podcast series, it's going to be one episode, one guest, and it's just going to be two friends sitting down, chilling, talking. We're going to just choose a topic and we're going to have like crazy discussions, stories, really chill and really fun. And I really hope that you guys actually like it when it comes out. I'm planning to release the series like in August and September. So it's going to go over for 2 months and it's going to be uploaded every Saturday. And I promise you're going to see from start to end, there'll be no disappearing of me this time. I don't want to give too much away about what's going to happen in the episode. But yeah, it's just two friends sitting and talking. And I am really, really hoping that you guys have a wonderful time when you watch it. I do also want to thank all my friends if you're watching this video. Thank you for doing this project. I had a blast doing it with all of you, and I cannot wait to share it with the world. So I had to change my location of filming because there was a lot of noise going on in the background. So I just came into the room and hoping that you guys can hear me better than the noise outside. So really sorry for that interruption, but let's get back to the video. Next, I do want to talk about my book club. I started it the beginning of this year, and for this year at least, I wanted it to be a quarterly book club. So we have read two books so far, and we have chosen our third quarter book, which I'm very excited about, and it is The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. I really wanted to read a Frida McFadden, so I'm glad this one got chosen. So, how this book club works is that it's a Discord group. So, if you're interested, you can sign up for that. We mostly read. I don't want to categorize and say we mostly read like thrillers or horrors. There's a diverse genre every time, but once in a while, all of us can just get absolutely into bad reading slump. So, that those quarters are just going to be like this thrillers and horrors, things that's going to get you out of reading slump quickly. But we do read diverse genre. So I put up polls the beginning of every quarter, and the people in the club goes and votes, and whichever gets the majority vote, we read that book. And yeah, it's super fun. I'm planning to do a lot more things if I start gaining a lot more members in the club. So if you want to be a part of it and have a community, read with people who are really nice and just share this experience and maybe get some reading that are underrated ones or books that you haven't heard of but will be interesting, because I do try to throw in books that are slightly underrated or books that are great but we haven't read them. So please don't hesitate to join the link, join the club. All the details are listed in the description box. I am really excited and I'll be very happy if all of you join. We are planning a lot of different things, maybe movie nights and reading sprints and all of that. But we'll see how the club grows and maybe more plans then. Okay, I know a lot of changes are happening in this video. Like, first of all, the location, and now I've just put on glasses. I'm just checking because, like, I hate the lighting in this room because it's literally like my forehead. I don't know. I don't know what is going on with that crazy forehead here. But now that I've drawn your attention to my forehead, let's not and let's get back to the video. Okay, my glasses are off because I just thought the light is reflecting. I'm so sorry. I know this video is a little chaotic, but just coming back after months and filming, it is going to be a little chaotic. And I genuinely don't want to edit all this part out. I feel like you should know, like, this is what happens. I am really excited for this segment because finally I'm going to be talking about participating in Summerween and my plans for Summerween. I just want to like give you guys a disclaimer. I have tried multiple times in participating in like readathons. I have almost like 80% completed, but there's always going to be that one book that I don't finish. And I don't know why. I guess it's because it's a very short time and I'm a very mood reader. So it's difficult to be a part of readathon. And yeah, but I'm gonna try and see this time if it happens. So Summerween is actually hosted by Gabby Reads, and I'm gonna link her channel below. She's amazing. I've been watching her forever now, and I'm excited to be part of this readathon. But again, I'm really sorry, Gabby, if I don't get to complete this. But she has 5 prompts. It's being hosted from 5th July to 12th July, so that's 8 days. I'm glad to get the weekends because that's when I get most of my reading done. I did kind of cheat and sort of clubbed two prompts together, because I just don't think it's realistic for me to like read one book every prompt. Like it just won't happen, and I don't want to do that to myself. So let's go through the prompts and the books that I have planned to read. And again, these plans can change. I might actually pick up something else. We'll see. So the first prompt is to read a book in the dark or at night. Now I do have like a reading light that I use sometimes to read in the dark, but I think I'm just going to stick to reading at night. Yeah, so it is sort of like, not, I don't have a physical copy of the book, so it'll be just like more like reading in the dark as well as reading in the night. So we'll see how that works out, but I'm excited. And for this, I am going to be reading When the Wolf Comes Home by Nat Cassidy. Now I've already started the book. I am, well, like I guess like first, like one fourth of the book is completed. I'm just going through this really bad reading slump. The book isn't bad, the book is going really good, and I know people love the book. You guys are gonna come at me if I say that, oh, I just keep like putting it down, but it's just my reading slump. The book is really great. I love everything Nat Cassidy has written so far. And what this book is about, like everyone on the internet, if you see, I'm gonna give you the least amount of information I can, so that you go completely blind into this book. But it's basically about this woman, and she's having a horrendous night, and then she finds this little boy, and the boy is like, the boy is like running from his father who has turned into this wolf. And this is the whole crazy thing, and the girl is like, okay, let's just run. Okay, I'm going to protect you, I'm going to save you from your dad. And then they go on run, and then the story takes a very kind of very interesting turn. That's what I'm going to say, nothing else. You think it's a very traditional conventional book when you go into it, but when you know where it's going, it's going to be, it's very surprising. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how it ends. I've heard it's emotional. um yeah, I'm excited to read this one at night. The next prompt is to read a horror or a thriller. And honestly, for this, again, I'm just going to cheat a little bit, and I'm just going to consider my book club read. Yeah, I just don't think if I have another book, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it. So, yeah, The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden is a thriller, and I'm going to use that for this prompt. Again, I don't know much about this book. I just know this is about a girl named Sydney, and she just has really bad luck with dating, and then she comes across this guy that she's like, he's a mysterious guy, she has no idea who he is. And yeah, that's all I know, but of course it's a thriller, so I'm assuming he's not who he says he is. Honestly, doesn't say much about himself, but we'll see. And there's also like a lot of murders going on this site, so that mystery is also going on. I don't think this one has a crazy plot twist or anything, and I think it will be slightly predictable. But Frida McFadden always writes books that are extremely fast paced, and that's all I need right now to get out of this slump. So, for the next two prompts, I've clubbed them together. So, the third prompt is to read a book that has been on your shelf for more than a year. And then the fourth prompt is to read a book that has sky on its cover. And luckily, I have a physical copy, which, as you know, that I am right now living in the UK, so I don't have a lot of books with me. So I'm mostly like, digital copies or borrowing from library, which can take time to come. But this book was actually very kindly gifted by my friend. Um, I think it's more than a year ago, and I have been telling her I will read, I will read. And again, I'm going to tell her again if she's watching this video. I promise I'll read it. And this actually has a sky on its cover. It's The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. You can see the sky, and yeah, this has been on my shelf for more than a year, I think. I'm so sorry. I really have no idea what these books are about, and I really like going into stories like pretty much blind. And that's just true for any kind of stories, whether movies or books. I genuinely don't know, but I think it's something to do with two timelines. One person disappeared in this hotel, like in this motel, years ago, and then like years later, I think her niece comes there trying to investigate what happened all those years ago. Why are these disappearances happening? That's all I know. I'm so sorry. I will be able to give you a better synopsis maybe once I finish this book. But yeah, that's completing two of my prompts. Final one is to read either a novella, a manga, a short stories. And I honestly don't know what I'm going to read for this. I do have two options. So one is You Better Watch Out, which I'm forgetting the author's name, but I feel like I should have a slasher. Like it's Summerween. I don't know, just every time I think of Halloween, I think of slasher, and this is like sort of the summer version of Halloween. So I'm like, I should have a slasher, right? Again, You Better Watch Out. I have no idea what the summary is, and I feel so underprepared and so like such a mess for this video. Like the alternative is this book called Nothing But the Rain. And again, I'm gonna put up pictures here because I am blanking on all the author's name. I'm really sorry, no disrespect to anyone. I'm excited to read honestly both of them, but a little bit more Nothing But the Rain, because it has a very interesting premise. Here people, every time there's a rain, it sort of washes off people's memories, so they don't remember, so it just keeps this short-term memory loss kind of thing keeps happening. That's all I know, and it sounds super interesting, and I think both the books are really short. I think Nothing But the Rain is shorter. I think it's less than 100 pages, or maybe slightly over 100 pages, so that's gonna be like a good fit, these novellas. Honestly, if nothing, I'm just gonna pick out like a Junji Ito book. That's all. I feel like I can always go through them, but I also feel like I've read most of his good like mangas already, so I don't know. But yeah, those are my plans for summer week. We don't know if any of those plans are going to be executed successfully, but I really, really hope I at least get through most of the books that I've planned to read. I mean, I'll definitely get through like The Boyfriend because that's a book club book, like for sure. I'm also gonna get through When the Wolf Comes Home because I've started that and I do want to finish it. But for the rest two of the books, yeah, we'll have to find out. But yeah, I am really excited for the readathon. I'm also very excited for the podcast series. It's gonna start from the first week of August, and I think the first one's coming out on 2nd August. So yeah, I'm really excited to share it with all of you. I hope you guys give it love. I hope you guys really enjoy it. And comment below, what are you reading currently? Are you partaking in Summerween? And suggest me some like really scary books. I feel like I'm always on the lookout for like really creepy, scary books. So if you know few books that I might find really scary, please put them in the comments below. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And please press those bell notification because trust me, you would want to be notified when my new podcast series, all those new episodes are out. I'm so excited to just share it with you guys. I've said that a million times because that's how excited I am. See you soon in my next video. If it's probably going to be the podcast one, so I'll see you then. If not, I will try to film a video where if I do get through these books, to give you guys a review and how some of it went. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.